Yo, what's going on guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Need for Speed Most Wanted. And if you know me, this won't be an ordinary Need for Speed Most Wanted, it's gonna be filled in with a bunch of stupid mods, or better to say funny, or even some useless mods. But before we continue, I would like to introduce you my first ever merge drop, or to be more exact, a Need for Speed Most Wanted Blacklist Defeated t-shirt, which is of course based on the best Need for Speed ever created, and I think that the design is really cool. On the back side you have all the Blacklist racers defeated, and on the front side it says the Most Wanted Racer. You can get it in 5 different colors: navy blue, sand beige, black, graffiti header and white. Also there is a bunch of different sizes, so there is a perfect size for every one of you. I will drop the link to the store down in the description, so make sure to go check it out. And now let's jump back to the funniest mods in Need for Speed Most Wanted, and let's start off with a mod that probably many of you already know because it's so popular, and it's called Need for Speed Most Wanted Pega Edition. And since this mod changes so many things, it's easier for me to tell you what the mod does not change. Well, as you can see, obviously it builds upon the same story as Need for Speed Most Wanted, but as you can see, the M3 GTR car is completely messed up, it's completely different. The soundtracks got replaced with the hilarious soundtracks. Some voice lines of the actors got changed, like this one for example.
This is a nice car.
Also, the whole user interface got replaced with a more funny captions like "Start Cancer" instead of "Start Career." Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm wondering who came up with this shit because it's hilarious. And if you haven't tried out this mod, go ahead and try it, you won't regret it because it's a freaking hilarious mod. Next mod we have is probably one of my favorite mods out of all mods for Need for Speed Most Wanted, and that's a flip car. It's taken out of a Fast and Furious movie. I think it was Fast and Furious 6 if I'm not mistaken, where this car appeared. So yeah, as you know, this car can do basically anything you want. You can flip, especially with the cops. It's so funny to use because when the SUVs are coming towards and you just flip them, or the roadblocks, it's just hilarious. One of the funniest mods out there for sure. But just be careful because the car is so low, you can find yourself crashing into the road like he just did here on this clip, and then you do some crazy flips. Next mod goes more into a useless mod category because who the fuck would want to drive a Barbie car in Need for Speed Most Wanted? But yeah, I guess some people do like this car, for example me. It actually drifts super good until they place a roadblock around the corner and you get busted. Now this next mod, and I don't even know if I can call this a mod because it's actually a combination of 3 mods put together, and as you can see, you can tell what it's the point of all these mods. So yeah, the first we have an unlimited and super powerful nitrous mod. Then we have built that software where we can mess with the stats of the car, for example changing gearing ratio, mass of the car and so on. And then there is also an extra options mod where we can remove the rev limiter so we can reach the higher speeds, and we can send Earl to the space like we did just here. Isn't that awesome? Next mod we have is a Star Wars Droid mod. Again, it's a pretty useless mod, but sometimes it's fun to mess around with cops and playing like a bowling ball. But be careful because they can still puncture this ball with the spike strips. Chaos mod is also a very known mod because it's available for other Need for Speed such as Need for Speed Carbon, and as the name says, it makes your game chaotic. In every 20 seconds you will get a new effect that will make your game more chaotic. For example, here we have a no air stabilizer, hell and flip screen effects stacked together. And there's so many different effects that every time I play with this mod I get surprised by new effects. Now let's continue on with the SpongeBob Boat, because who didn't like SpongeBob as a kid? Screw it, even now I would watch some SpongeBob. And as you can see, it fits perfectly into Need for Speed Most Wanted, and there is even cosmetic damage done to it when you crash it. And it's a really fun mod to use to mess around with the cops. And the mod that really complements the SpongeBob Boat is a Bikini Bottom garage. As you maybe already know, or if you do not know, the Bikini Bottom is a main city or a setting where a SpongeBob series is taking place. You are probably going to recognize this next mod, and that right there was an awesome flip. So yeah, you're probably going to recognize this mod from my 50 mods for Need for Speed Most Wanted video, and it's called Crazy Traffic. And honestly, the name of this mod speaks for itself. Like, just look at this truck flying into the air, and you will definitely need to be more focused while driving, because the traffic will be so unpredictable that you will never know what they will do. Oh, and if you haven't yet noticed, I'm driving an M3 GTR convertible. Yeah, this is such a ridiculous mod. Like, who would come up to destroy such a beautiful car and make it a convertible? But yeah, I said, why not, let's try it out and see how they destroy this beautiful piece of art. If we continue on where we left with the Crazy Traffic mod, this next one is probably even crazier, and it's called the Bouncy mod. And yep, that's right, this is why it's called the Bouncy mod. And oh, if you haven't yet noticed, I'm driving a Jetstream Sam with a broken legs on a wheelchair. And if you don't know who the Jetstream Sam is, he's one of the main antagonists in the Metal Gear game, and the modders made fun of him and put him on the wheelchair, which actually really well summarizes the Bouncy mod. And look who we encountered, a SpongeBob Boat as a police car. Oh my god, I really turned this game into a meme. Continuing on with the Limit Adjuster mod that removes the limit of how many cop cars can be spawned in a game, and it's gonna be absolutely comic once you're swarmed by 100 or even more cops. But be careful, because it will really impact your performance. It will drop to like 30 or 20 FPS, and also will get busted quite fast. And now I will show you some of the map mods for Need for Speed Most Wanted. And thanks to the Zulika map loader mod, we are able to include different maps from different games into a Need for Speed Most Wanted. As is this Rainbow Road from Mario Kart, and it's absolutely out of place of Need for Speed Most Wanted, but I guess we could call that a collab that we never knew we needed. Because if I'm totally honest, it's pretty fun to play on a Mario Kart road or map with the Need for Speed Most Wanted physics and cars. Next we have another Mario map, but this time from a Super Mario 64, and it's called the Bomb Battlefield map. And I'm not sure if you're old enough that you have been able to play this game on a Nintendo 64, because I surely wasn't. But I searched it on YouTube, and it's actually a pretty fun game. It's called the Bomb Battlefield because you need to avoid the bombs while getting to the top of the mountain, which I'm doing right now with this car, but unfortunately there is no bombs to avoid. It's just a plain map without any characters. But yeah, it's pretty unreal that we have a Bomb Battlefield from Super Mario 64 in a Need for Speed Most Wanted. And the last map we have is probably maybe even the most known Mario Kart map out there, that's Yoshi Circuit. And I'm also driving a Mario Car that is absolutely humongous. And at this point I'm just convinced that I'm playing on a Mario game, not even a Need for Speed anymore, because it was changed so much. But yeah, make sure to go try out these map mods, they're really fun and at the same time really useless as well. And another useless car mod is a Kirby Car from a Kirby and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch game, if you ever played it. Probably not, but hey, here it is if you ever wanted to drive a Kirby Car in For Speed Most Wanted. And it flows really good with the Cafe Garage mod, where Kirby really comes into focus and you can see how good this Kirby Car really looks. And with that I concluded the funniest mods for Need for Speed Most Wanted. And of course there are many more mods that could be part of this video, but throughout the course of 20 years since the release of Need for Speed Most Wanted, there has been so many mods out there that even I can't go through them all, so I will probably make another video where I will show some other funny mods as well. So yeah, now go ahead down in the description to check these mods out. Also don't forget to check out the Blacklist Defeated t-shirt, the store link will be also down in the description, so you will show others who really is the most wanted racer. And comment down below what you think about the t-shirt. And with all that said, I will end the video here. If you enjoyed it, please drop the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet so you won't miss on future videos, and as always, have a great day and I will see you in the next one.